Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell, Youth Services Director at the B.B. Comer Memorial Library. Before I get started, I'd like to thank TV47 and thank Robert especially for all they do to help us put on our show. Now today we have a show about an upcoming event I'm very excited about. Moana is being it's done or being, what did I say there? It's being put on by Sylacauga Community Playhouse. And so today joining me is Ashleigh Johnson, who is the stage manager, and Georgiamae Welch, who plays the part of Moana. Great. Thank you guys for coming this morning.
Thank you for having us.
And I know you're having camp this week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're here early and then headed to camp all day. Well, great. Before we get into it, I want to tell Moana is Moana Junior. Is that correct? And it's when is the production?
The productions are June 27th through the 24th through the 27th, and yeah.
Oh, I see it right there. There's one of the poster. 20. Yes. Okay. Great. Tickets can be bought online. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
At scplayhouse.com.
Right. You can buy them at the door, but I'm sure they would prefer if you bought them online because they're $10 online and $12 at the door.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Well, y'all have put on some wonderful productions in the past. I can't wait to see this one. Great. Well, now let me get with you two. Ashleigh, tell us about yourself.
Okay, I am from Tuscaloosa originally, moved to Sylacauga whenever I was 12. I currently attend the University of Montevallo. I am majoring in English and looking at a minor in pre-law.
Oh my goodness, pre-law, that's exciting.
That's
wow.
very exciting.
Yeah. Georgiamae, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 10 years old.
Okay.
I go to Pinecrest Elementary.
Okay.
And I'm in the part of Moana.
Right. You live in Sylacauga. I know your mom and dad, and you have brothers and sisters, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. All right. Well, I'm excited about the production, and I know y'all are quickly learning it. I know.
Yes.
That's great. How did you get involved, Ashleigh? How did you get involved with the Playhouse?
I actually got involved about 4 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I had been working some backstage at some shows at SHS, and Miss Lauren Layton actually was like, "Hey, I think you're very good at what I've taught you so far. Why don't you try to expand your horizons?"
Oh.
So she asked me to be assistant stage manager for Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my goodness!
That's how I got involved.
But now you've done some work on stage also.
I have. So we did a play my theater 1 year, so 4 years ago now. Up to Snow Good, where I was on stage as well as a writer for that. And then I'm mostly known for my role as the White Witch and the Lion and Witch in the wardrobe that SHS put on.
Yes, that was great. I actually went to that. I didn't know you at the time, but that was great. How fun.
That was very
so
fun
you've
too.
done some in front of the camera and some behind.
Yes, ma'am.
Backstage. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. Georgiamae, is this your first production?
It's not. I've been in Willy Wonka,
Okay.
and I was an Oompa Loompa.
Oh, really? That was fun. I know. Yeah. Well, great. How old were you when you did that?
Probably like 8 or 9.
Wow. Well, great. Do you enjoy it?
I did. But
I
the
guess-
orange paint.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be different. I haven't thought about that, the orange paint. Yeah. So do you have to wear anything special for this production of Moana?
Well, not really. But, I wear a costume.
Sure, yes.
And my hair's going to be like this.
Okay, great. Well, you look a little Hawaiian, so I think that's perfect. That's great. Now, I know y'all are having camp this week. What is camp? What do y'all?
So camp is basically our rehearsal. It is from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. every day. And the kids are learning the show. They are singing. They're learning their dances, and this is what camp is. Pretty much.
Right. Now, you had tryouts back a little while ago.
Yes, ma'am.
Before school was out.
Yes,
I know.
ma'am.
How was that, trying out for the part of Moana?
Well, I was very nervous. But I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get the part. It would be so cool going around telling people I'm Moana. But when I found out I was Moana, it was hard for me to sleep. And
Very excited. That's wonderful. Did you have to sing, dance, read something for your audition?
yes, we did have to sing, dance, and audition. Well, audition, but act too.
Okay, wow. Took a little time to get ready for that, to prepare, I guess. How fun, how fun. Do your mom and dad give you some help with that?
Well, yes, before we went to camp with the other people who are the actors, my mom and dad helped me, and my little brother. They helped me to learn my lines and practice my songs and stuff.
Great. It's great to have somebody that helps you, a family. You got a great family too. Is there anybody else in the production, anybody in your family in the production?
Yes, my little brother.
Oh, okay, good. How old is he?
He's 6 years old.
Oh, fun. How fun. Now, this is all children, or students, right?
Yes, ma'am. 5 to 18.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's why you're not in it. You're a little older than that. Wow. Wow.
Yes.
Now, no, Ashleigh, you said, we talked about you being the White Witch, and you've been in front of the camera.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said you've written some? You've done some writing?
Yes, ma'am. So for my Theater 1 class, so I was in 11th grade, I guess. That was our mini production that we did. So we were split into groups, and we wrote scripts and mashed them all together and performed it for our family.
How fun.
So,
How fun.
very fun.
But now you are the stage manager.
Yes, ma'am.
Or one of them, or the stage manager?
I am the stage manager, and then I have an assistant stage manager, Lance Scripps. He's awesome. We've worked together in the past.
Great, great. What does a stage manager do? I know that's a big question.
It is. So before the show, it looked like a lot of spreadsheets. You know, getting everybody, making sure we had everybody's contact information, things like that. And then now that rehearsal's starting, I pretty much am in charge of knowing where everybody and everything is supposed to be and when.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a lot right there.
It is. And then once show starts, I'll be calling cues, so making sure that lights and sound know when they are supposed to go, and then making sure that the students are staying quiet backstage, and making sure that props get out when they're supposed to, and set goes out, and making sure that the blackout lasts long enough, things like that.
Wow. That gives me a headache thinking about all of that. But that's a huge job, but I know you're up for it. That's
Yes,
great.
yes.
Well, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Things a little bumpy in your driveway? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Ashleigh Johnson, who is the stage manager for Sylacauga Community Playhouse's production of Moana Jr., and talking with Georgiamae Welch, who is Moana in the production. You girls are having a great time. I can tell you enjoy the things you're doing. That's fun. Let's tell again when it is. It is June 20, is it 24th, 25th?
25th through the 27th,
right.
yes.
And you can buy tickets online, scplayhouse.com.
House.com.
Good. I should just ask you instead of trying. I can get about half of it out, so that's great. This will be a fun production, and it's Moana Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
because it is for
Younger
children,
kids,
younger
and it's a
kids, yeah.
condensed version.
Okay, but it's ages 5 to about 18. Okay. how old are most of your kids in there?
I'd say our largest group ranges from probably 5 to 8 ish is our largest group.
That's a
this
large
year.
group of little ones, isn't it? So you're right there in that middle age. Do you have any kids from high school age, maybe?
We have some that are like newly high school, like 9th, 10th grade. I think those are our oldest.
Great.
Students, yes.
Well, what is a typical day for you, Georgia, at camp? What does that involve?
Well, first we just kind of warm up and go on stage, see what we learned from the last day, or we do something new. And then after we do a bunch of acting and stuff, it's lunchtime. Then after lunchtime, some part in the day, there's a movie time.
Oh, okay.
For the little kids, and
Yeah.
every once in a while, because if I'm not on the stage or have to be on the stage, Miss Lauren lets me go watch the movie.
Okay. I had not thought of that because all characters are not on stage the whole time.
Right.
I say characters, all whatever. You know,
Right.
They're not on stage the whole time. And the younger ones, I'm sure, movie time is a little bit of a downtime and a rest time.
It
And
is.
lunch too. Y'all have all day. That's exciting.
We do.
I know I talked to a little girl who is in the production, and she was saying you had learned so many scenes, so you've got several scenes, and you're learning just
I do.
one
So
at
it's
a time.
it's rare for me to watch the movie because pretty
Right.
much always on the stage, but
Yeah.
it's still fun.
That's great. Wow, how fun. I'm just really excited about that. Now, Ashleigh, you said you took theater classes in high school.
Yes,
Is that
ma'am.
Correct,
Yes, ma'am.
great. So you've always had a desire to be involved in this, maybe? Or
Not really, actually. I needed an elective so I went to Comer for a few years and then moved to SHS, and I needed an elective, and I kind of missed my band, like, to be able to be in band.
Right, yes.
And I knew Miss Lauren Layton from church, and she was like, well, just be in my class. And she was kind of the only person I knew at the time, and so I was like, well, okay. And I was not expecting to fall in love with it, and I did very quickly, so.
Well, that is a great, I mean, I know you didn't choose that. That wouldn't have been your first choice, but look what's happened. That's great.
Yes.
So you did theater a few classes in high school. I know you just a couple of years there. Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you doing any theater at Montevallo?
So Montevallo does not have a football team. Our homecoming is competitive theater. So the university splits into two sides, and
Purple
you can
and gold.
choose.
Is
And
that right?
yes, purple and gold, and they put on a big musical number that is written and directed and choreographed and produced by students. And I have been involved with that the last 2 years, so it's been special.
Now, are you purple or gold?
I am gold, so GB.
That's fun. I know. I've heard about that. It's very competitive.
It is.
isn't it?
It's the only way that it can be truly described is like if Alabama and Auburn were on one campus during that time of the year. So it is crazy.
How fun, though.
It is so much fun.
Is this an all-year thing?
It is not. It's only about a month. So we come back to school from Christmas break and we put the show on in February, but we only start in January. So it's a lot to learn for college-age students. So.
Well, for anybody, it's a lot to learn. That's exciting, though.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah. So you might, that's not your degree. What is your degree you're working
I'm
for?
an English major.
English, all right. Well, it kind of involves the writing. And
It does,
all
it
that.
does,
That's
so.
great. Well, and you might not be in theater as a career, but I bet you'll always be involved a little bit.
I think so. I mean, this is something that it's always, I always come back to it, and, you hear that theater is your family, and that is definitely true.
That's great. And Georgiamae, I know you found that to be true. You must have a lot of friends in the group, especially when you've spent that much time together. Especially, that's fun. That's fun. Do you think you would like to do more productions as you get older?
Yes, I think I would, but because this play is so fun to do, and if I start like learning how to act when I'm 10, when I'm like 16 or 17, I'll be pretty good.
You will be, because you'll have lots of practice and lots of advice from Lauren, lots of coaching from Lauren.
Oh, yes.
Because Lauren Layton teaches the theater classes at the high school, and what theater and maybe musical theater?
So she and Mr.
Martez,
Tidwell, yes, they kind of direct the musical theater together.
That's great. That's great. Wow. Well, do you like to sing or act better, or you like them both?
Well, I really do like singing, and my dad helps me a lot with singing,
Wow.
and because he is a singer, so
Oh.
he helps coach my voice and helps me a lot.
That is great. That's awesome. Well, we have some slides from camp that y'all have been putting out. How long have you been in camp? A week?
Only a week, so this is starting week 2.
So here we are. What's going on right here?
You wanna take this one?
Well, that was when when Grandma was singing.
Okay.
me?
Yes, yes.
That is the song You're Welcome.
Okay, I see everybody's got their, yeah.
That is when he is teaching me how to sail.
Oh, okay, is that you in the gold hat there?
It is.
Well, that's what I thought.
That's at lunchtime.
Okay, some of the older kids. Yeah, there y'all are. Just a little bit of downtime, eating
Yep.
lunch.
That is bows.
At the very end, yes.
And
Oh, and there's a clip, yes. Is this your mom and dad in the production?
It is.
Who are they?
well, the dad is
Is it
Atticus. I don't know
Jackson?
what his last name is.
Atticus Jackson.
But and then Bella Epperson.
Wow, okay. Well, have fun. Now everybody's coming out, and there's somebody leading in the front. You've got a lot of little props there, the little umbrellas. That looks fun.
I thought that was so cool, the umbrellas, when I saw it.
They are
Because
nice.
I came back from the bathroom, from singing the singing room, and I looked, and it was just umbrellas. I'm like, what? Because it looked super cool.
It does. I can't wait to see it. A lot of props involved, I'm sure, in this.
Yes, there are, and we tend to have multiples in case something gets broken, and we have
good.
rehearsal props, so it's not a complete prop, it's just something that's similar to what they'll be using on Showtime.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, we're going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Things a little bumpy in your driveway? Ox Foundation Solutions has the expertise and the know-how to repair cracks, wet basements and crawl spaces, and uneven floors in your home. Ox Foundation Solutions will come up with the right fix for you. It's time to get strong. How strong? Ox Strong. Get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our knowledgeable pharmacists are always available for questions about your medications or advice on taking over-the-counter products and supplements. Our friendly staff can assist you in choosing from our full lines of compression hose and medical equipment. And don't forget our gift department. We have a great selection of unique gifts for every occasion. Stop by and see us today. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Coosa Valley Medical Center, one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama, is also Sylacauga's largest employer. Services from the emergency room to surgery to cancer treatment to post-stroke care. You won't believe what's right in your backyard. It's Coosa Valley Medical Center in Sylacauga. So, if you're sick in Alabama, choose one of the top 10 hospitals in Alabama. That is Coosa Valley Medical Center.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Ashleigh Johnson, who is the stage manager for Sylacauga Community Playhouse's production of Moana that's coming up this month, and talking with Moana herself, Georgiamae Welch. So I'm excited to hear about all the things that are going on. Tell us about the crew. I know, Ashleigh, you're the stage manager. You're kind of over all of that. When you said spreadsheets, it just kind of makes my head hurt there. But I know you said you're very organized, and I can tell that too, and that's what it takes.
It does, yes ma'am.
Who else is involved in the crew, or what other parts?
So that is our director, our assistant director, so Miss Lauren Layton and Jeremiah Chalkley. That's costume designers. We have amazing costume designers, Tracy and Darby Wimmer and Sherry Vickers. They are so detailed oriented and they want it to look authentic, so they're awesome. Our producer, Gina Jack, she's in charge of all of our money, making sure that we stay on track.
That's important right there, yeah.
It is. And as our makeup designer, she's awesome, Kaylee Saylor. Props,
You're probably not going to remember all the
I'm
names.
not.
I could not.
Props. There's so
But
much. So
somebody's
much.
in charge of that. Yes, that's great.
So much that goes on.
Wow, there's a lot of it. And they're not all adults. I mean, some of them are high school students maybe.
So
or
we have a few high school. Brogan is our light designer,
yeah.
and she is. I don't think she's graduated yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeremiah has just recently graduated.
Wow.
Kaylee, she was my age, so she's only been graduated 2 years. So.
That is great. And you're young too. You're an adult, but I think it's great because I know when I think of theater, I think of somebody in front of the camera who's doing the song and the dance and they like to act. But not everybody wants to be out front, and that's okay. You said you found you like being in the back.
I do. I enjoy backstage. I like to know what's happening, and I'm very organized, and so I feel like I'm better utilized backstage anyway. So.
It takes everybody. And you found, Georgiamae, that you like being on stage.
I do.
I think that's wonderful. Who is your main person that gives you direction? Is it Miss Layton, Miss Lauren?
Miss Lauren.
Miss Lauren, wow. So you're looking at her for when to walk here and when to walk there and
Yes,
when to
ma'am.
sing. Do you have like a somebody help with your voice besides your dad? Somebody help you with singing?
Miss Janie, yes.
Oh, Janie Giddens, yeah.
She's the like song person
Yes, okay.
and the voice. So she's the one who helps us do warm-ups in the mornings
Okay.
to get us kind of ready.
Yes, get your voice ready. I'm somewhat familiar with that, yeah. So y'all have a huge crew, I know, with a lot of kids. How is it working with 5-year-olds? I know, and I taught 5-year-olds. They are wonderful, but that's a long day.
It is for them, and we have lunchtime and snack time, and they have, like Georgiamae said earlier, a movie an hour for
That's
a movie
great.
break. So we split them up, but it's taught me a lot of patience and.
They're wonderful, but what a great experience for them, I think.
It
That'd
is,
be
it
fun. I know you're enjoying it, right?
I am a lot.
That is great. What is your favorite part of the production?
Well, my favorite part would have to be in Tamatoa's lair.
Okay.
And actually, my friend Peyton is Tamatoa.
Oh, okay. How fun. How fun. Now, a little bit of the story. I have seen the movie Moana. It's been a while, but she is a Pacific Islander child,
ma'am.
right? And I remember her sailing somewhere.
She wants to
kinda
go out in the ocean, but her father's like, no, because her father went out there, is exactly like her, and wanted to go in the ocean, but him and his friend went. And in the movie, their boat, like, the wave went boom, and then, but his friend couldn't. Well, I think the friend got knocked out or something.
Okay.
And the father tried to swim down and save him, but he couldn't. So his friend died.
Yeah. So he
So
doesn't
that's
want his
why,
daughter.
yeah, that's why he doesn't want his daughter, because the mother says he couldn't save the friend, but he's hoping he could save you. So.
Oh, wow. I don't want you to tell anything that would make us not, you know, because we already know the story. But it was a great movie. I enjoyed the movie. Lots of music, lots of costume. What kind of costumes do you wear?
Well, if you watch the movie Moana, pretty much the same thing as Moana.
Okay. You're not wearing jeans and a t-shirt. I know.
No.
Right. Yeah.
But I have a shirt that goes like that, and it's kind of like an orangey color ish. And then I have a skirt, and pretty much my hair, makeup.
That's great. Now y'all have on Moana t-shirts right here.
We do.
Great.
Yep.
Moana, are those available for purchase or?
We are not. These are just cast and crew
Right.
shirts. Yes.
That's okay. You need to get a perk from that. It's good to wear to let other people know that this is going on. Great. Wow. And go online and buy your tickets too.
Yes.
That'll be fun. Well, Ashleigh, do you have a favorite part of the production? Or
Oh, goodness.
maybe a favorite or one that causes you lots of stress? I don't know. A lot of going on.
No, man, I think I would have to agree, Shiny, the giant crab's lair. That set is going to be amazing, and you know that like the kids love singing it, and we're asking like if you're backstage, you know, to sing, and so it's just such a fun scene. And there are a lot of serious moments in this show for it to be a kids show, and so that's one of the funnier scenes. So it's good.
I talked to one little girl who said she's a fisherman, I believe, Harper Travis said, and she said she's on stage a good bit of the time. So even if you're not a main character, they're on stage a good bit of the time. And so there's a lot of choreography to be learned, and we are not all dancers, I can tell you. But how fun. Who does the dance routines for you?
Toria Parrish is doing she's our choreographer. She just graduated and she's done dance and musical theater and show choir and things like that. So
Very fun.
Was that hard to learn, all the dance
Well,
moves?
I don't really do a lot of the dance moves, so.
Okay. Well, good for you, but the others, they're all having to learn to move and left and right and all of that at the same time.
while singing, so.
While singing, that's
It's a
exciting
lot.
for little ones, but what a great experience. I know I've seen kids who I knew from the library get involved in community theater, and they were maybe very shy before, but just kind of come out of their shell. And everybody doesn't have to come out of their shell and be really loud and outgoing, but found their niche, really. And I think that's so fun. I think theater is so important. I know. And you enjoyed taking the classes.
I did. I did.
Didn't think you would.
I did not. Well, and I was also very shy and very reserved, and I would agree that theater definitely pulled me out of my shell, and and I found something that I do love. So
That's great. That's great. And this is something that Sylacauga Community Playhouse does every summer. For
yes,
several
ma'am.
summers.
We have our student production in the summer, and then there are a few smaller adult shows during the school year. So
And y'all have a Facebook page, I believe.
we do.
Yes.
Sylacauga Community Playhouse, I think.
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Yes.
That's how I know what's coming up. So there are a lot of good things. So there are roles for adults too. This is just a student production, but well, guys, thank you so much. I'm just excited you could join. We've got about a minute left, I guess. Anything else you can tell us about it? You just enjoyed it.
Trying to think.
And come and see. The productions are, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 6:30?
At 6:30, and then Sunday at 2.
Sunday at 2. Go online and buy your tickets. You can buy them at the door, but they're $10 online and $12
at the door.
That's great. Gosh, well, I'm excited. Thank you, girls, for joining me today. I was nice. It was good to see you. I've already met you both, but it's good to see you again. And please go online and purchase your tickets and go see Moana Jr. at Sylacauga High School on those days. Thank you so much for joining me at Library.